Chris Hollins to the seaside to go final, which takes place live from the Tower Ball.
Private, accused of supplying hundreds of thousands. Police forces in England and Wales are not doing enough to... Little thing.
Amazing, amazing. We knew the French were going to... Maybe that it comes in the form of that mini Charlotte Bronte book. There we go.
Meant to be moving in later if it arrives. Anyway.
You want the snow for Christmas? To eat, brackets. The Daily Mirror had... Dicked, wasn't it, this one, Carol?
It was indeed, but it's not just the south of England that's had some snow. Northern Ireland had snow overnight as well, and across parts of Scotland, heading down towards Northumberland, there's also snow. Some of it lying, some of it still falling. So I'm starting off this morning...
On a morning like this with the weather, it really makes you think about the job those guys do.
Come this morning, the final of Strictly tomorrow. Hotting up in the ballroom in Blackpool, so Chris has gone there to take it...
Well, I think it's probably the opposite for most people, but we will have...
let us know your thoughts about that. Leave that until a little bit later on, and the singer Cher Lloyd is going to be here as well to talk about... Assistant is leaving the show.
It's Amy Pond.
Do get in touch with us this morning. Who should be Doctor Who? Well, Sian and Bill were in Doctor Who, weren't they?
Right.
Made.
Oh, no, she won't.
There we go. And are fatter than they used to be.
Yes, scientists argue in the British...
So there's no evidence, as you say, that then 50 years ago, that there would need to be more penicillin. Now, Carol has the weather. There are some very relieved people out there, Carol. There are some very disappointed children. But there are some parts of the country which do have snow.
Yes, that as well.
Yeah, thanks very much indeed, Carol. People getting in touch with local weather reports as well, so do tweet at BBC.
Did.
Of course.
According, they're heading for the Christmas #1 cap.
Now, treated us to some serious shirt ripping, some major injuries, and Russell Grant flew out of a cannon.
Unforgettable. But this weekend, it all comes...
Well, I've got one with a...
Go. Later.
I just got really, really, really nervous. Michelle Roux Jr. and the winner of MasterChef The Professionals going to join us later.
We're also going to be joined to have Sarah Millican.
That's
unbelievable, isn't it?
Tiny baby. Was that these procedures are in place in a number of hospitals in order to assess how patients are when they arrive.
Good morning. You're quite right, Susanna. There's quite a bit of snow around this...
For you. Carol will be back later on with another weather forecast.
It's 20 past.
You'll have been stopped by people. Do you always know exactly who you're giving to? Street by someone saying, we want to sign you up, direct debit or whatever, and you can just spend a moment saying, let me just double check who you are. What about the person with the collecting bucket? Well, you can type in the... was aiming to improve the system. Bad news this morning for fans of Doctor Who, because Karen Gill is slot-free. Are they going to be running open auditions? On the programme, she's the Geordie Chat.
Maybe she'd
Learning
like to be
to love salad.
Is that a song?
The chef, The Professionals, that jealousy ramps up a gear.
And last night, of course, was the 3 chefs left fighting for the title, and several later.
I need to do a drum roll.
Ashmare.
So, just as we've got your taste buds licking this morning...
You ate a lemon?
I love lemons, yeah.
What, just
And there was nothing in the house. Well, I could have had cereal. I know, sorry. People are appalled, aren't they? People eat oranges. Carol, save me. What's the weather like? Very much indeed. She's sometimes referred to as the Marmite of pop music. You either love Cher Lloyd or you don't. She divided opinion on the X Factor last year. Did it again when she released her first single, Swagger Jagger, in the summer.
But plenty of people clearly...
That's interesting because in a world of kind of image control and you didn't think